Good evening, Grizz. That would make you seventh. Oh. Oops. Gotta put my cozy cooler on there. There we go. Nice and to the left. To the left. That's where it's hanging, to the left. To the left and below the kneecaps. It's Friday night, everybody. Boy, does time fly when you're not having fun. Well, you know, I'll tell you if the water's cold before I even get past the calves. Little chilly. Anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Good evening, Dale. You're going on a date today? Well, that's nice. Congratulations. I made beef and noodles tonight. It was okay, but it wasn't okay. You know what I mean? I went to the Dollar Tree and I bought some. They had noodles there, so I bought the noodles there, and I'm gonna quit buying noodles there because um, they had no flavor and they just turned to mush. Hey, Tanny, hi, Picker. I'm gonna quit. I'm not gonna buy any more noodles there from them. I do buy a bunch of stuff from the Dollar Tree, but pasta. I'm not. The lasagna noodles are okay because those are the oven baked noodles. But as far as I don't buy macaroni from there no more. We made goulash a couple weeks ago and it was horrible. And it's the noodles. So I'm done buying that stuff from there. Broke your nose? Yeah. There you go. But anyways, yeah, I bought some cubed roast beef that was already cooked. I bought that from the meat market, and I took a half a package and I put it in with beef broth. Um, and I brought that up to a boil, and then I threw the noodles in there, and then I threw a couple packages of chicken gravy, or not chicken, brown gravy mix in there to thicken it up. And it tasted okay, but the noodles sucked in it. So I'm not going to buy noodles there again. I guess you get what you pay for. So, hi, Kathy. You're looking lovely as ever. Are you still sensitive, Junkyard? Always on the go. There you go. So, I said it didn't taste bad. It just the noodles sucked. I mean the broth, the beef broth and the actually I made it into like a gravy, and then the roast beef, all that stuff tasted okay. It's just the noodles didn't have no texture. Lovely as ever. I'm having me a barley soda pop. Geriatric princess, there you go. Well, I just seen a video that says Tucker Carlson got fired from Fox News. That ain't right. There ain't no way they're going to fire him. Well, I seen where Tucker called Cooper Anderson a liar, said he should come back and apologize for what he said. Tucker better watch out. Cooper Anderson might hit him with his purse or his husband's purse. He's lying about their lying. Yeah. 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 He's lying about us lying. Yeah. Well, did you see where Chuck Schumer said, well, Tucker Carlson is just cherry picking stuff he wants to show? And Tucker said, well, that's sort of like them. They just cherry picked what they wanted to show too, didn't they? So, yeah. Well, I don't think that's really going to matter there, Ben. You're allowed to have a life outside of them. No. And if they get upset because you're seeing somebody and you got a date with an elderly lady, that doesn't they're not so secure in their future now, are they? Just saying. Oh, that's right. Yeah, whoever could doubt him or her, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Him and Don Lemon. Oh, yeah. They're both trustworthy, ain't they? I don't know. Tucker Carlson. You ever listen to him? I wonder what his IQ is. I mean, that guy is smart as hell. Um, well, good evening, gorgeous. Oh, you brought in two. You bring me in another one? Well, I'll be a some gun. Huh. There you go. Here, while you're here, just in case you get a little tipsy, we can get you a walker. There you go. Uh, oh, I think one of them's probably slipping into something more comfortable, like the other one. Oh yeah, don't ever trust a fart after 40, there, Mister Goodwrench. Yeah. Yeah, you never know. Very well could be, Aunt Margaret. It's me again, Margaret. I'm coming over to your place. I'm bringing a weed whacker, a live chicken, and some peach preserves. That's right. Could be a shirt. Kathy went to Costco with my daughter tonight. She said she's not too impressed. I don't know if she wants to get the membership or not. They won't let us go on the membership with my daughter because we don't live at the same address. So you got to have verification. So if she wants to go to Costco, I guess we're going to have to buy a membership. Gramps, 1959. There's that driver's license. Yeah, that's right. One of these days I'm going to have to renew that. Yeah. I figured, what the hell? They threw everything out the window for 2 years. You didn't have to do this. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to have plates or nothing else. So I just figured I didn't need a driver's license no more either. Is this a tribute stream tonight? Well, yeah, it works. I know room 101, it works. Yeah. Yeah, I can't vote there. Yeah. Until we get further confirmation, no, Rick, it will not be a tribute stream. If somebody is, I mean, if that some certain somebody is dearly departed, I wonder if they were just too cheap to put an obituary in the local paper. FFP just wanted to do a tribute to him, but I'd kind of like to know if there's any validity to the statement that was given a few days ago. You guys didn't think I knew that big word, did you? Statement. No, validity. I'm sorry. Not to tell one? I know, he ain't there. No, Amish. It's only 5,000. He owes that 10,000. We're supposed to split. Remember? Yeah. You won't be just participating in that tribute. Yeah. I know. Bad life choices. Yeah. He should have washed his vegetables. Should have washed his vegetables with water. Yeah. Instead of urinating on them. They're gonna go get something. Yeah, I know. I completely understand that, Gramps. Yeah. I keep leading my kids to the garage and saying, someday this will all be yours. Yeah, he's partying on your $10,000. Yeah. It's time to party. Remember when Sinbad did that on I can't remember what the hell is the movie with Scott Beluga. Necessary Roughness. That's what it was. Just wow, that's gonna look funny. You getting half a canoe and I get the other half. I have to put a zipper on that damn thing. I know that. You're right. Yeah, you might want to go out and get me another barley beverage, would you please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You sure you don't want to?
No, I just want one more. No, she's got two of them in there. She's a two-fisted drinker. Yeah, aren't ya? She had one in each hand, carrying them to the computer. About composting, you're right. Yep. Thank you.
Charge you like I'm a bartender. That's $8.
Now I got the beer burps. Burps. Huh. Not knowing is the hardest part, I'm telling you. However it's spelled. I know, before Joe gets some tax change, anything over $600. Yep. Be stroking you. What do you have to do? Have Nana open the bottle for you?
No, I said this is impossible to open up. I opened it. It was like impossible to open.
Nana, could you please open the bottle of pop for me? I can't twist it up.
She didn't open it though.
Sure. Well, I'll tell you what, eBay is going to take a hit. If you sell on eBay and you sell over $600 worth, they're going to send you a 1099. I know a guy that sold $20,000 worth of stuff last year. He says he's done. He's not going. He's not doing that. Congress today body to release all information about COVID-19. The president signs it. They do not know. Huh. Yeah. They're going to tell you what they want you to know. They're not going to tell you what they know. We know it come from a bat. Yeah. Allegedly, I can neither confirm nor deny, but I can speculate. Oh, yeah, they think that shat's worth gold. You're right. Oh, I bet they were. All they got to do is have 2/3 of the vote. They don't need him to sign it. They can pass it themselves. Can't they? Anyways, I look at it this way. If I'm selling something on eBay, I'm selling something I've already paid taxes on one way or another. It's my own personal property. I shouldn't be charged a 1099 to sell it again. To sell something that I personally own. You're right. Um, I've sold a bunch of stuff on eBay, and I've had 2 returns, and they weren't returns. I had a video of an antique light blinking, showed it right there on the. So I wrapped it up in bubble wrap, and then I wrapped it in newspaper, and then I put packing paper, wadded up newspapers and stuff, and I put it in a box, and I sent it to California. The cheap bastard contacted eBay and said it wasn't working. He wanted his money back, plus shipping. I said I wanted that blinking light back. He said, well, I ain't sending it back to you. You want it, you have to pay shipping. Well, that's exactly what they do. They'll get something from you, and you know it works, and I had video proof that it worked. But they put in a complaint, so they'll get their money back. You'll pay them back, plus the shipping. And, if you want that thing back, you have to pay the shipping. Are you going to pay the $15 to ship it back? No. I have no idea what the RCI 2990 is. I might have one in my garage. What is it there, Mr. Goodwrench? Oh, it's a 10-meter radio. Okay. No, I don't have one. But PayPal me, yeah. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Grizz don't have account either. He's no account. Margaret wants to come up on a panel. Well, that's nice, but I'm not doing I don't have a panel. You have to go talk to Brad about that, getting her up on a panel. Or maybe Bounty. Yeah, if it only reaches 10 meters, I have to pick up stations. Yeah. But I can, well, there you go. You can travel. Have gas money, we'll travel.
No, it was, what did that doctor say? I just had a brain fart. What did that doctor say was wrong?
With what?
Where your, oh, you had a bladder infection.
Yeah.
Oh, came back.
Yeah, she's ready to look for another old man. You're not keeping her satisfied there. Oh. That's right. Doesn't know you well enough to let you on the panel? I thought he wanted you up on the panel so you could talk about Steve. Good evening, Dan. Let's see. Now, is that a base station? Okay. Well, they just sold a RCI 2990 base station for $309.95. You can go back. $495. Huh. What do you need, Mr. Goodwrench? What parts do you need? Because I'm such a nice guy. All right, there's a capacitor kit. Got a whole bunch of parts. Probably damn near enough to make a whole radio. I don't know. It's got diodes and capacitors and everything else there. What you say there, Harold? Nice to see you. Valley, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Green onions out of the garden. You got onions already, junkyard? A flux capacitor. Yeah. That's what he's looking for. An RCI 2990. Why, you got one? Harold? Damn. I think I still have it out in my shed maybe. But I had a Radio Shack CB. My mother-in-law bought it for me. And I took it down to the truck stop, down to the CB repair guy. And I said, hey, he said, what? I said, I would like this thing when I key up to melt the CB in the truck next to me. He said, no problem. Well, I got all said and done. It cost like $185 to have him do that. I don't know what he did, but he put an external amplifier that was in the glove box of the truck that was mounted for it. Had some other shit, a cooling fan for it, and 2 liquid cooled antennas. I had to buy that separate. That was above the money for the fixing the radio. But I could sit in the landfill in Carlton Farms, which is in Milan, and I could talk to the guys that was in the landfill in Toledo at BFI. I could talk to them, but they couldn't talk back. I could, sit there and tell them what I was doing, and they could hear me, but they couldn't talk back because they couldn't reach that far. Whenever I keyed up, people knew it because it would, yeah. It was something. You blew up the neighbor's TV? Yeah. Now, I could come into town, okay? I could come into town, and as soon as I got on top of the viaduct, I could key up my mic, and you could hear it over TVs, 40 and 80 meters. I said, I don't know a damn thing about, radios or any of that electronic bullshit or whatever, but I had that guy working on it. He was one of the best guys in Lower Michigan that would work on them. I see. I got a 40-foot tower out here. I always wanted to put, an antenna up there on the tower and operate a base or a ham radio. Oh yeah, it will. Too much distortion. Yeah, the FCC will knock on your door. I'm telling you, they will. Anything over, I think, was it over 4 watts or 5 watts or whatever? They want you to have a license. Yeah. KBLG 8264 signing on. My grandpa had a CB radio in his car. Back in the 70s, if you had a CB radio, you had to have letters on your car, your call letters, like KBLG 8264. You had to have that on your window, your back window. And I remember my grandpa would get on and he'd do off his calls. I can't remember his call numbers, but he'd do his call numbers and then he'd talk. That was your call letters, yep. Yeah, you don't need the FCC knocking on your door. That's right. You're running more watts than most of some radio stations. I don't know why, yeah. Lickety split. I think our radio station in town is only like 3,000 or 4,000 watts. Well, when he got back on, yeah. That dual antennas are whipping in the wind, and there ain't a radio station that I can't tune in. Yeah, 1,000 watts. We need to. Yeah, sold everything. There you go. Yep. Yard sale. Around here, you can tell who the big CBers are. They have cars. Well, I have a 13-foot antenna. And they got it mounted right to the bottom of their bumper, so they just clear the 13.6 or whatever, They got a 12-foot antenna. I don't know. I haven't since 2012, I think it was 2011. I haven't talked on a CB since 2011. When I got sick, I pulled my all my stuff out of the truck, and then they took the antennas off for me. Well, actually, somebody else did. They took them off of the tree. Yeah, pissed me right off. Five watts. Hello, Shan Dog. Nice to see you. I had a halfway decent day. I went to the meat market today. I had to go to the bank and deposit some money. So I went to the bank, put some money in the checking account. Then I went to the meat market. I bought country style spare ribs. Then I bought 3 packs of that cubed roast beef, which is 3 of them were 9 pounds. It was $7.99 for a 3-pound package, so I bought 3 of them. I bought the last 3 they had. The last time I bought it, there was only 1, so I bought the last 3 they had there. They didn't have any hickory or smoked sausages, so I bought beer brats instead. Now the smoked sausages was $19.99 for a 6-pound package. They didn't have any, but they had beer brats for $11.99 for a 5-pound package, so I bought them. Then let's see, I bought Kathy a tub of seafood salad because she loves seafood salad, so I bought her a tub of that. I bought a tray of shaved roast beef to make roast beef sandwiches. And what else did I buy? Trying to remember. I spent $75 there. So now the roast beef, cubed roast beef, it comes in 3-pound packages. I used about 1.5 pounds for the beef and noodles tonight. Tomorrow I'm gonna make beef vegetable barley soup. Nobody will eat it but me, but I'm making it. So I'll take the other 1.5 pounds of that cubed roast beef, and I'll throw it in that and make a nice beef soup with it. One, they won't eat it because it's got green beans and peas in it. Okay, I bought the mixed vegetables with green beans and peas, carrots and corn. So the peas is a killer for most of them. They won't eat them. No, Grizz. I don't ruin my hot dogs. I don't cook like Grizz does. I don't burn a chicken beyond recognition. Oh yeah, yeah. Corned beef brisket. There you go. Breaker. Yeah. Handy, how are you doing, man? Nice to see you. It's been a long time since you've been here. Oh, yeah. I love beef barley soup. I'm just going to put some vegetables in it and make beef barley vegetable soup. When I was young, my mom would buy that Campbell's beef barley soup, and I'd just open it up and eat it right out of the can. That's right. A sacrifice and a meal all in one. That's right. $3.99 for brisket. That ain't bad. Not bad at all. Now she went to Costco today and she bought I don't know, like a 10-pound package of burger. 88.12 or something like that. And then she bought like 5 pounds of cubed beef, like stew meat or whatever, but it's cubed beef. So I don't know what that was a pound, but she bought those 2. There you go. To make really good corned beef, you got to leave it in your refrigerator in a brine for a week or so. Yeah. I do like country style pork ribs. I don't like the ribs on the bone. To me, it's too much work to cook them, too much work to eat them, and you don't get nothing for it. I mean, a couple of bites on each rib, that's all you get, a mouthful, so it ain't worth it. I mean, the rest of them here like it, but I don't. Yeah. I know brisket used to be a giveaway meat. Yeah. They used to junk like lobster. Lobster, nobody ever ate lobster. Now it's one of the most highest priced things there is. So. I got 15 pounds of chicken wings in the freezer. They're each in 5-pound packages. They had them on sale at that meat market for $1.79 a pound, and I bought 10 pounds one week, and then I bought 10 pounds the next week. Well, that's cool. So I left them in the package, and what I did is I took aluminum foil. We got this big roll of aluminum foil from Sam's Club, and I wrapped each package in aluminum foil around it and then around the other way. So it's protected really good in the freezer. Huh. Never heard of Tony Chichers or Kutchers or Coutures or whatever that is. Turkey wings and gravy with buttermilk biscuits. Well, would you looky there? One of my barley soda pops is empty. Give me another barley soda pop. There you go. Now, I don't even like chicken wings. I mean, I'll eat them. I don't like them. I mean, Dr. Thunder, that's right. Now, the other day I bought Fago Pop for $2 a 12-pack. Kathy was down there at Costco, and she got 24 cans, which is 3 8-packs for $6.95. It's cheaper buying it up here right now for 2 for an 8-pack. But down there's no deposit, so you save $7, or I don't know, $6.20 or whatever by buying it down there and not paying a deposit. And then you can take the cans from down there and deposit them up here because they have the Michigan deposit on them. All right there, Shandog, you have yourself a great night, man. Take care. I'll be back on Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. You're all yeah, you're all fucked up. That's right. Well, like I say, I'm Irish and Dutch and don't amount to much. I'm a little bit Celtic. Or as they'd say in Boston, Celtic. I don't know. I don't think they know what they're saying in Boston. Boston Celtics, Irish Celtics. Spelt the same damn way. Uh, I don't know what they were saying in Boston. Yeah, I don't either. Yeah. I've been there. I've been there, done that in Boston. Like I told you the other day, last night, I went to Cheers, the bar Cheers. When I was on the flight going to Boston, I was sitting next to a black guy, and I was talking to him. I said, we were talking. He asked me what I was doing. I said, well, I'm actually a garbage man going down here to work because I can't find anybody to work. I said, unemployment's at 1% down here, and nobody wants to pick up garbage. I said, well, that's interesting. I said, well, what do you do? He said, I'm a bouncer at the Cheers bar. I said, really? He said, yeah, the one that they made the TV show about. So he'd give me, the address and stuff. He said, come on in. He said, tell them you know me and I'll get you in for nothing. So we had a good time down there. We didn't try, cause no shit or nothing. We just went in and had a few drinks and then left. But it was cool. Yeah, Robert Blake died. The murderer that got off scot-free is no longer with us. Oh, I had to go back and get my gun, and when I come back to the car, she'd been shot. Yeah. Yeah. I worked for Allied. I worked for Laidlaw Waste System that got bought out by Allied. Then they bought out BFI. Beretta. Were you Norm? Evidently, it must have been Norm. I tell you what was funny. Well, thanks, Ben. To the left and below the knees, yeah. BFI, yep. You know what BFI stood for, don't you? And not Uppers Incorporated either. Bad Effing Italians. That's right. Yeah, that's what they stood for. Actually, it was Browning Ferris Industries. North of Bakersfield. I think I know somebody that lives north of Bakersfield. Now, BFI, they had the blue garbage trucks, blue and white. And then Allied, they switched them to blue and red when they bought Republic. So, or when they went Republic or whatever, but yeah. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. JR, I can tell you firsthand, my wife's uncle was a mechanic here, okay? And I spent plenty of time underneath the garbage truck pulling transmissions out. And you get them on the transmission jack and on the roller jack, and you start kicking and stuff, getting that thing broke loose so you can get it out of there. And you start wiggling there, all of a sudden all these maggots start flying all over the place. Yeah. His body mass index, I'm thinking 99.9. Yep. There ain't a damn thing on a garbage truck I haven't fixed or replaced or worked on. I've worked on the pumps, I've worked on the cylinders, I've worked on every bit of it, man. Transmissions, rear ends. I wasn't even a mechanic. And I'd stand around the garage, hey, get in a service truck and go out here and fix this guy. Change his tire, We didn't even have a service truck. They sent me out in a pickup truck with a 20-ton jack, a breaker bar, a ratchet, and a cheater bar. Change tires with. Go out there and adjust his brakes. Drive 25 miles out to someplace and adjust somebody's brakes. Oh, yeah. You think those are bad? Work on the ones that are inside the front load trucks. Ones that's got the push out blades. That's where it's nasty, man. You have to shovel that shit out every night. Clean out in front of the blade every night. So you climb in there to clean out in front of the blade, and it is just horrid. Especially if you got a hydraulic leak. Yeah, couldn't go in there the night. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. I was picking up a dumpster, and the dumpster was so heavy that once I got it right here, in front of you, it collapsed the arms, and it come in, hit as it was coming up. It come in and hit the cab, shattered both windshields, put the ladder inside the cab, took the canopy off the truck because it's going up as it's smashing. By the time I got it stopped, I had her up in the air, and it was sitting there above the top, ready to dump. And I had to call them, and I got the can dumped, but I couldn't bring it down because it was scraping the truck coming down. So they actually, what they did is they brought out another garbage truck, a rear loader with a winch, and they hooked a winch onto it. And as I was bringing it down, they were pulling on the arms to get the arms away from the truck so I could bring the can down and set it off. Oh, it totally junked out, $30,000 arms. It damn near made it a convertible. Yeah, it did about $80,000 worth of damage to that truck. Now, it wasn't that the can was extremely heavy, but the hydraulics should have never been able. They lifted the can up with no problem, and it was it was extremely heavy, but the amount of weight that it took to bend them arms in was astronomical. In all actuality, that truck should have never been able to lift that container, and it did. Oh yeah, I've had one catch on fire. I've had to dump them on the street. Yeah, going down the road, and then you look in the mirror, and all you see is smoke behind you. So you find some place where you can dump quick. You got to get it out of the truck. While you're dumping, you're calling the fire department. I've had that happen lots of times, man. You pick up a hot load, you pick up somebody thrown ashes into a container, and it's fine and dandy. Nothing's happening. Them ashes are just sitting there. Then all of a sudden you dump it and it mixes in with some dry paper or whatever, and now you got a fire because you aerated those ashes and got them, got some air to them. The city of Adrian, they hired a demolition crew to start tearing down abandoned houses and, condemned houses. So they set a 40-yard roll-off box out there, and they decided they beat the shit out of this house until they almost made it nothing but powder. And then they started scooping it up and put it in this 40-yard box. Damn near the entire house. Well, I go over there with a tandem axle roll-off truck and I hook onto it. And I tell the newspaper and everybody's there because they're talking about this great story on how the city is getting rid of condemned houses. Well, I hook onto it and I get out of the truck. I said, man, this thing is heavy. Oh, it is not. I said, the hell it ain't. He said, how can you tell? I said, because when I backed into it, I couldn't even budge it. So I know it's heavy. Well, when I started picking it up and started dropping the rails, because you got the rails up in the air like this, and you're pulling the can up like this. Well, you start getting the can on, you start lowering the rails. So you're not pulling so much weight up. Well, I started pulling the can up, started dropping the rails. Well, the only thing moving was the truck because the truck went up in the air because the rails didn't come down. They have pictures of me in the truck with my front wheels off the ground about 9 feet in the air, loading this dumpster. Which it didn't scare me because I've done it 100 times like that. So what I did is after she started coming up in the air, I just released the parking brakes. And now the two start to move together. And when they move together, you can start lowering it down and then the truck will come right down just soft. You just got to work it so you bring the truck right down nice and soft. But she was heavy. I bet it was probably 40, 45 ton alone in that box. All right, there, good ones. You have yourself a great night. Take care. I got to get out of here myself. It was fun. I'll see you guys Sunday night. Y'all have a blessed night and take care. Hope you enjoyed the story. Sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction, I'm telling you. Have a blessed night, everybody. Take care.